Ready? Well, that clock is different, but on my phone it is 6 o'clock, so we'll start the meeting. Call it to order at 6 o'clock. Pledge of Allegiance really quick.
You guys.
Roll call. Senator Gallardo,
Here.
Member Avalos,
Here.
Board Member Rosemary Alanis, Board Member Anthony Herrera, and Board Member Matthew Rodriguez. I'm here. Okay. Alrighty, now move on to quorum is established with 3 members present. We'll move on to public comments. This is an opportunity for members of the public, to include those on Zoom, to address the board on any matter related to the commission that is not listed on the agenda. Comments will be limited to no more than 3 minutes. Are there anybody with public comment? Okay. Alrighty, if there's no public comment, we'll move on to potential conflicts of interest. Any board member who has a potential conflict of interest may now identify the item and recuse themselves from discussing and voting on the matter. No conflicts of interest. Ready? We'll move on. Approval of past minutes. We only have past minutes from special meetings, so until the regular meeting, we'll wait for those. Then moving on to informational items. There is an informational item we have. It's just update for our financial reports. We haven't had financial reports because we haven't had a regular meeting. However, this report really helps to show where we're at. So go ahead and touch the little button.
Right. Okay. So as of today's balance for today's meeting, the amount is $610,925.72. So I'm going to read back from financial report from the last July 17th, 2025 to current date of 2026. There was a correction on the July last financial report balance. The correct, it's just a little off, one number. For July's balance of 2025 should be $528,555.55. And then I'm going to start reading from check number 1744 because check 1743 was the last check that was on the last financial report. So check 1744 was a void, check 1745 was a void, check 1746, Selma Babe Ruth, ID 3207354452, grant approved for $1,804.67. And that was for the ice machine snack bar, invoice number 390-220. Check number 1747 was for, I believe that was for ESYN, ID number 8429554462, invoice number 1015 for $660. Check number 1752, lifeguard Emily Lianos, invoice number 200. Check number 1753, lifeguard Nina Valdez, invoice number 300. Moving on to August balance of 2025, $499,029.06. Check number 1748, lifeguard Camara Home, invoice number 200. Check number 1749, lifeguard Michaela Chavez, invoice number 200. Check number 1750, lifeguard Annabella Mayorga, invoice number 300. Check number 1751, lifeguard Makaira Chavez, invoice number 200. I know, I just want to make a quick note. Some of the invoices have the same numbers, but that's how the invoices came to me. So that's how I write out the checks, just so there's a understanding on that when you see like number 14 again. Check number 1754, Debbie Hubble, timesheet number 16, $765. Check number 1755 was a void. Check 1756, Network, which is our computer website tech, invoice 10379, $380.04. Check 1757, Lifeguard Camaro Home, invoice number 18100. Check number 1758, Lifeguard Michaela Chavez, invoice, Malachi Chavez, Malachi Chavez, number $19,400. Check number 1759, Lifeguard Annabella Mayorga, invoice number $2,400. Check number 1760, Lifeguard Mykaira Chavez, invoice $21,200. Check number 1761, Lifeguard Emily Leon, is that right? Leonos? Invoice number $21,300. Check number 1762, Lifeguard Nina Valdez, invoice number $22,400. September balance of 2025, $495,519.31. We had one deposit on September 23rd of 2025 for $25,545.94. Check number 1763 was a void. Check number 1764 was the ESYN grant approved for S&G Sons, invoice number 1578, $1,196, and that was for the Salma Bowling Alley invoice. Check number 1765, Network Computer Tech website, invoice number 10459, $120. Check number 1766 was attorney fees, invoice number 499364, $5,152. October's balance of 2025, $514, $632.24. Check number 1767 was a grant approved for the Selma Boys and Girls Club, ID number 9411491179, for the amount of $5,000 and with the receipt of the BGC-RO225. November balance of 2025 was $509,667.07. Check 1768, Network Computer Tech website, invoice number 10660 for $308.04. December 2025 balance was $509,396.71. Check number 1769 was a void. Check number 1770 was a grant approved for the Christian Cafe Church, ID number 9413477076, for Valley View Air for the AC installation, invoice number 1145, $388.59. Check number 1771 was a void. Check number 1772 was a grant approved for the Christian Cafe AC unit, Valley View Air, invoice number 1154 for $1,157.51. January balance of 2026 was $507,888.43. Check number 1773, Networks Computer Tech website, invoice number 10715 for $2,880. February's balance of 2026 was $505,027.84. We had a deposit on February 26th of 2026 for $125,967.30. March balance of 2026 was $631,002.51. Check number 1774 was for CSDA board membership, invoice number 83534 for $1,358. Check number 1775 was attorney fees, invoice number 51497 for $2,436. Check number 1776 was a void. Check number 1777 was for Networks, which is our computer tech website, invoice number 11024 for $664.41. Check number 1778 was attorney fees, invoice number 51497 for $4,324.54. April balance of 2026 was $622,228.78. Check number 1779 was approved grant for the Selma Little League, ID number 4750-64298 for the amount of $14,604.18. Check number 1780 was a void. Check 1781 was a void. Check 1782 was a void. Check 1783 was a void. Check 1784 was a void. Check 1785 was ESYN approved grant ID number 842954462 for Spirit Horse Camp. Invoice number 0781 for the amount of $110. Check number 1786 was the grant approved Selma Community Enhancement Corporation, ID number 311537679 for the Selma Swim Program for $11,000. Check number 1787 was approved Selma Community Enhancement Corporation, ID number 311537679, Selma CPR classes for $5,333.83. Check 1788 was the void. Check 1789 was grant approved for the Christian Cafe Methodist Church for meals up to $5,000, and that check was written out to La Estrella Food Concept Incorporation, and that was for the meals served for Wednesday, April 8th of 2026, and that amount was,
Cut off on here.
it's cut off, huh? Let me see, I have it on my notes. Let's go back really quick because I
It
wouldn't.
was $660.57.
$661?
60
Oh, 660.
and 57.
57 cents. Thank you. Okay, check number 1790, ESYN grant approved ID 842954462 CRVCS, which is the Central Valley Resource Center Services. It was a reimbursement for the ESYN soccer for $920. Check 1791, approved grant Babe Ruth, ID number 3207354. Now, he was approved for a pitching machine and balls. However, the agreement hasn't been signed yet by by Caesar Luna, and that check hasn't been issued to him yet. I have it currently with me. Check number 1792, grant approved Selma Community Enhancement Corporation, ID 311537679, Selma Fire Department for the Lucas devices of $89,659.10. May's balance was $499,958.58. Check 1793 was a void. June's balance of 2026, which is today's balance, is $610,925.72. We had one deposit on June 4th of $110,960.26. Check 1794 was the ESYN grant approved ID number 842954462 for the Project Surf Camp for 12 kids at $75, came out to $900. And that puts us up to date currently for the financial report.
Thank you for that. Do you have any questions?
And I'll get this,
The layout. Oh,
the layout. So it's, but that's it. That's all the one up to current,
Ready.
last check.
That?
Thank you.
With that, we'll move on to our action items. The first one is consideration and possible approval of legal counsel services agreement. The board will discuss and consider approval of professional services agreement with Consors and Conway LLP to serve as legal counsel for the Selma Healthcare District. Basically, we reached out, I reached out to Consors and Conway LLP to see if, to basically request and see if they were interested in doing, or being legal counsel, or doing their legal services. And we said, we kind of asked, or had a pretty good phone call, figuring out if it was something that they'd like to do. We said yes, ultimately. I thought it was pretty good, had a good feeling. So Mr. David Kahn is here today. Basically, just if we want to ask any questions, and then what we would do is then authorize, the board would have to vote to authorize me to enter into the agreement with him, or with the firm.
Yes,
Questions?
you could get
Please.
up on the podium.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, just make sure the mic is on.
Hi, I'm David Kahn from Consories in Conway. And our firm has two offices, one in Sacramento and one in Hanford, and I work in the Hanford office. Uh, Much of my practice is dealing with special districts, including water and irrigation districts, health. This would be the second healthcare district I work with, and then various other types of districts. So I have a lot of experience representing boards and public agency boards. Um, I'm happy, the firm is happy to represent this district if you so choose. We generally just bill at our hourly rate, various rates for different attorneys in the office. I would be the responsible attorney, and my rate is currently $350 an hour. But then I also have associates that can help me at lower rates, depending on what the issues might be. Happy to attend all the meetings you want me to, review and prepare agendas, whatever services this district requests.
Good. We're gonna have to do, basically some contracts for, contractor agreements and stuff like that. As we talked before, just, that's probably the majority of things that we're gonna do, because we're gonna go through some, we're gonna revise our policies. So a lot of that work is probably gonna come into play really soon. Yes, that was just kind of general. It wasn't necessarily a question, I guess.
Yeah. Happy to help.
Other questions? No?
Voting? Will you take
So,
the public?
I guess, yeah, is there any public comments on this, or do you have anything? No? Yeah, if you'd like.
Don't worry, legal guys I get. No, it's amazing background. Very, yeah, background in water and everything, boy. I might look you up here. No, I see his background is pretty thorough, and he's willing to step, come to these meetings, and actually, you need the attorney sometimes to make sure that everything's running smooth legally with this, with the districts in the state and California, whatever, and the county, because you have to turn paperwork, your 700 forms, and I get it. So you need some legal advice sometimes when you're doing contracts. You want to make sure that you don't get in trouble. And I see that he's been around the block, so he's no rookie, so he's very good. So I have good things to say about him. It's good. I got it. Impressive. Thank you.
Thank you. So I'll entertain a motion. The motion would basically be to, allow me to, basically enter into the agreement with him, with, the.
I'll make the
law firm.
motion.
It's been moved and seconded to allow, myself, to enter into the agreement with, Consors and Conway LLP, David Kahn, for legal representation of the board. So I guess we'll figure that out. Well, I'll have to meet them and stuff. Treasurer Gallardo,
Yes.
Member Avalos,
Yes.
Treasurer, or not Treasurer, Member Herrera is not here. Member Alanis is not here. And then myself, I vote yes. Motion passes. We will, in the coming days, we'll figure that out, and then we'll get going. Yep, got a lot of stuff to do, so.
Thank you.
That quick. Thank you very much. All right, the next two items are, they're basically board initiatives that the idea for the life jackets, came from, board member Alanis. She
You mean
wanted to, she wanted to like get some sort of, program so we can do it. The helmets came as a secondary deal, because I've seen a lot of people basically like
Oh, okay.
complaining
Gotcha.
about the fact that like kids are in the streets and stuff, and they're like riding their e-bikes or whatever, and nobody ever has helmets on, so they won't have an excuse if we provide them. So
Is
I've
this,
seen it before where the police department has and stuff, but they just haven't recently. So I figured if we could pay for like a good portion of them, it doesn't necessarily need to be $5,000 worth, but I put that as as a possible amount.
that's
Um,
fine. So both, it would be both life jackets and helmets?
Yeah, so there's
Okay.
the first item, the consideration is the bicycle helmets. So if we want to take that one first,
That would be 5,000.
yeah, if
Each one,
if we
right?
so wish.
And life jacket, sure.
And then I basically asked,
Who's gonna be doing this purchasing in order? would it-
I'm gonna look to see if we can get, or where we can get like the best deal for these helmets and stuff and get them sourced and then delivered. The goal would be for these helmets to be available for the community to grab at the outdoor events that the Sparks is having.
Okay,
I already
gotcha.
asked them, I said, hey, do you mind if we set up a table and like give out the helmets that day? And they said, sure, by all means, go ahead. You're more than welcome to come set up a table and give them out. So with the purchase of the jacket, or with the purchase of the helmets, I was thinking we can put like a sticker on them or something just to show that like we gave them out.
Oh,
Um,
sounds good.
I was gonna suggest just like a little clear one, just so that, because I mean, kids are gonna take them off right away if it's a big old healthcare district
Yeah.
thing. But if we put like a little deal on there or something, just to show like, hey, the healthcare district provided these. I got the idea from the Lucas Devices across the street. Daniel was showing me, and he put stickers on them showing like donated by some healthcare district. So it was pretty awesome.
Okay,
Um,
sure.
so
That'll work. Let's make
Yeah.
make the
anybody has
motion.
motions for those.
I'll make the motion for
The first one's the helmets.
the helmets.
Okay. And just for clarification, the motion is to allocate $5,000 from our account for, as a budgeted item for the board, as a board initiative, basically, so that for us to carry out. So it won't be like a general, or like our
And these are
grants.
just, these
It's us doing it.
just really, these helmets are for those bikes, those like motorbikes?
But there-
Or is it,
there's,
are gonna be every,
There's bicycle helmets that
Okay.
are graded for those
both?
as well.
Okay,
The state of California technically, like the legal bikes the bikes that are available and legal in California right now require just a bicycle helmet. And that was the legal threshold that they had. So if we buy bicycle helmets that are, I forget what the.
well,
thing
you're
is
gonna
trying
look
to
at,
say,
you're gonna
but
look into
the
that.
approved helmets for
regardless.
bicycles are the same ones approved for those e-bikes.
Okay,
So if the e-bike's illegal, then technically it's not, but I mean, it would also be an illegal bike, so,
okay.
all right.
All
Okay.
right, I'm gonna take the roll.
Treasurer Gallardo,
Yes.
Member Avalos,
Yes.
Member Herrera is not here, Member Alanis is not here, and then myself, yes. Ready? So I'll be taking basically charge of making,
Okay,
or of,
perfect.
getting those purchased and then given out that day, or on one of the days of actually
Okay.
probably both of the days that they're having their night out, because there's two more.
Sooner the better
Yeah.
for the kids. Okay.
Same thing with the life jacket. So if
Okay,
we,
so I'll make the motion for the life jackets up to the 5,000.
With the life jackets, how to put them on and everything, and Caesar, I
Mhm.
think approved for it or something?
I was gonna go
Trying
and
to
ask the
get with the-
sheriffs, because they
the
have the
sheriff?
they have that boating division or whatever,
Oh.
and say they sometimes give them away, but I was gonna go to like the thing that we have here on
Yeah,
Whitson
Golden State?
and ask them if they can send somebody that day and like give them out with us.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever.
They have a whole division for that.
Yeah.
Well, I'll make the motion for the 5,000 for the life jackets.
Been moved and seconded to allocate the 5,000 for the life jackets. Life jacket initiative. Treasurer Gallardo,
Yes.
Member Avalos,
Yes.
Member Ferrera is not here, Member Alanis is not here, and I vote yes.
Yes.
Passes. Alrighty. The only other thing that, I just need to let you guys know, well, before we adjourn is I'm gonna get the days that we can have our next meeting. It'll either be the very tail end of June or early July, because we have to have a regularly scheduled meeting soon. So as soon as I get that date, I guess it would be 30 days from that date could be, have already passed. So, we'll, since we haven't had a regularly scheduled meeting, let anybody who asks, like, we'll accept, proposals up and like till 10 days before that day. And then
Okay.
I'll rush to get those proposals to everybody and make sure that they're there. Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah.
10-day windows for proposals? Okay. I think other than that, there's no opposition, we'll
And we
adjourn.
don't have a date for our next meeting.
No, I'll get those. It's just be early or late June, early July.
Okay. Okay.
No opposition, we'll adjourn the meeting at 6:26.
Okay.